Formaji YouTube video k lia oper jo tum ny story lik kdhs k oper tai men strong hook lik k do. Hook jandar. Suspenseful our curiosity si bar por hona chaye k mary vauer engage ho jn our video ko ntk deken title, Snowfall Dreams. Snow drifted from the sky in slow, silent waves. Each flake touched my face like a cold whisper. The ground beneath my feet felt softer than it should. My boots sank deeper with every step. The forest stood frozen, tall trees wrapped in white shadows. No wind moved, no birds called. The silence pressed against my ears. I breathed in, and the air cut through my chest like glass. My fingers burned while my skin felt strangely numb. A faint crunch echoed behind me. I stopped walking. The sounds stopped too. My heart began to pound louder than the snowfall. The light around me dimmed, as if the snow swallowed it. I turned slowly, feeling the cold creep up my spine. My breath came out uneven, trembling in the air. The snow on the ground showed fresh marks. They were not mine. They were close. The marks pressed deep into the snow, sharp at the edges. They looked recent. They looked heavy. I bent closer, and the cold stung my eyes. The shapes were uneven, as if whatever made them walked without balance. A low sound drifted through the trees. It was not wind. It was not an animal call. It vibrated through the ground and into my bones. My chest tightened as I stood upright again. The forest felt closer now, as if the trees leaned inward. Snow slid from the branches above and brushed my neck. I flinched at the touch. The cold no longer felt natural. It felt intentional. I took one careful step back. The snow creaked beneath my heel. The sound echoed farther than it should. The low vibration answered again. Closer, slower, patient. My mouth felt dry as I swallowed. Every breath came out in short bursts. The air tasted metallic, sharp on my tongue. I tried to listen past my heartbeat. That was when I noticed the smell. Damp, earthy, rotting beneath the clean scent of snow. The marks in the ground began to change shape. The snow around them collapsed inward. Something below the surface was moving. The ground shifted with a dull crack. I stumbled backward and nearly fell. My hands touched the snow, and the cold burned like fire. The vibration grew stronger, shaking loose snow from the trees. A shadow rose beneath the white surface. Not fast, not sudden, slow enough to make every second stretch. The forest darkened further as clouds thickened overhead. Snowfall became heavier, blurring the edges of everything. My vision narrowed to the place where the ground swelled upward. The surface split open. Darkness showed beneath. A shape pushed through, coated in snow and soil. It was taller than any person. Its form bent at wrong angles. Snow slid off its body, revealing rough, uneven skin. The color reminded me of frozen ash. It lifted itself higher, and the ground groaned in protest. I froze, unable to move. The air vibrated with a deep, hollow sound coming from its chest. Its head tilted toward me. No eyes reflected the light. Only empty depth. The silence broke as it inhaled. The sound dragged across the forest like a blade. My legs shook, finally remembering how to move. I turned and ran. Snow swallowed my steps as if erasing me. The forest twisted, paths bending where none existed before. Branches clawed at my coat and arms. The cold cut deeper with every breath. Behind me, the heavy movement followed. Not fast, never rushed, always certain. The vibration traveled through the ground, matching my heartbeat. I slipped and fell hard against the frozen earth. Pain shot through my shoulder. Before I could rise, the vibration stopped. The silence returned, thicker than before. I pushed myself up and looked around. The snowfall slowed. The forest stood perfectly still. No sound followed me now. My breath fogged the air in front of my face. Relief tried to settle in my chest. It felt wrong. I noticed my shadow stretching across the snow. It did not match my movements. It lagged behind. It bent where my body did not. The temperature dropped suddenly, sharp and brutal. Frost spread across the surface of the snow-like veins. I felt a presence directly behind me. So close that the air pressed against my back. The ground vibrated once more. This time, it came from beneath my feet. The snow beneath me cracked open without warning. Cold air rushed upward like a breath from the earth. I lost my balance and fell into the darkness below. The world turned silent as I dropped. No wind, no sound, only weightless cold. I landed gently, too gently for such a fall. Snow surrounded me on all sides, glowing faintly. The forest was gone. The fear faded, replaced by a heavy calm. My breath slowed. My body felt warm for the first time. The glowing snow drifted